This is LaserPecker 2, and in this video I'll show you what's included in the box and how to do the initial setup.
Let's see what's inside. So I gotta remove this film first. We got an operations manual, nice little printed booklet. So the back comes off, there's some pieces here. And then we flip it like this, we got more stuff right here. Let's dig in. So I believe this is the base, comes with a nice little wooden ruler. Yep, aluminum, anodized, really nice with some rubber pieces on the bottom. Some screws and an Allen key. We've got some glasses, it looks like. Let's see what those look like. Very cool. Very cool glasses. How do I look? Next we got, looks like a piece of wood and a label or a tag, probably for testing or setting up. Then we have this stand that's gonna attach to the base. Next we got some cables. Then we have this protector with the fan. Basically it protects your eyes while getting rid of the fumes. It's a USB plug. Then it looks like this is the battery with probably a power cable or just an adapter. Nope, so it's just an adapter. Adapter with the power cable. And finally, the laser itself. It's pretty light, maybe 3-4 pounds. There's the laser inside of here. Very slick, cool design. So now let's put it together. Here's the ports for the power and the USB. So let's put it all together and see what it comes out to. Step one, we're gonna take this base and install it onto right here, like this. So this is facing inside and this is facing the outside, these stickers right here. So it's easier to put this on a flat surface like this. And then here's the hardware that we're gonna use. 2 flathead screws, but they gave me a third one, probably a spare, or we'll probably use it for somewhere else. So take the plate and align it with the base like this, and then try to put in your screws to get them started with your fingers. And then use the Allen key that was provided to kind of tighten them. Don't fully tighten them until both of them are nice and snug. That way it kind of centers itself, and then you want to tighten it. Next, we're going to take this laser right here where the square is in the hole, and we're going to attach it to this like this. There's a knob on this back side right here that you just make sure it aligns, make sure everything is nice and straight, and attach it like this. Okay. Next, we're going to install these USB cables. So we're going to take the small one and install it right here, like this. And the other end of the little one, we're going to install it into the stand right here, like that. Next, we're going to take the power cable and plug it in right here. And we're going to plug it into the outlet. As soon as it powers on, this turns green and then quickly turns blue. Also see a blue light right over here. Next, I'm going to use the ruler that they gave me and set this distance right here to 110 millimeters. So what you do here is you put your ruler like this, starting off at 0, and then press this to move down. So we're going for 11 centimeters right here. So I went a little too much, so let's lift it up. Right there, it's good. Next, we're gonna install this. So we have 3 clips that kind of go in the bottom of the laser. So it looks like this. And on the back side, we plug in the fan. As soon as you plug it in, you feel it working. Next, we're going to set up the app. You can download it by scanning this QR code. So we're going to select mobile, iOS instead of Android, hit download, Get, install, hit sign in, then hit open, agree. Then right here it says click here to connect to your LP. So we're gonna click here, click OK. It looks like it found it. Oh, looks like I need to register. So I click read terms and conditions and then hit register, hit send verification code. So after registration, you see this screen and you have multiple options. You can pick a picture or something from your album, a camera if you want to take a picture. There's some clip art options to where you can look up different graphics or animals, characters. You can create a text, different style texts. Oh, you can even do a QR code. You can also do drawings where I can draw. What I'm going to try to do in this example is go to albums and select my logo, then hit done. Now you have a few different options right over here. Bin, G-code, pencil, gray. Gray I think is more for like picture, probably ideal, but I'm gonna use the bin, and you can see you can increase intensity. So this is G-code, very light, darker. Stencil kind of looks like this. It's hard to see. I mean pencil, not stencil. I'm gonna do bin, then hit next. Here you can crop it, add more text, erase, or save. Save saves it to your phone. So I hit next. Here is where I specify the size that I want. So I'll be printing on the sample that they gave me, and I want to do something nice and big. So I'm going to do my height at 25 millimeters, which is about an inch, and it would be 90 millimeters. You can give it a file name, and let's hit next. Now if you get this error, that means your device is off, so you just plug it in and try it again. Then I'm going to hit next. It's sending the files to Laser, and you heard it peep, make a noise. Here's where we can select different material. So I'm going to print it on this piece, which is a piece of wood. So I can select that it is a piece of wood right here. Power, I haven't messed with the settings, so I don't know what's the best. So I'm going to keep power at 100%, and I'm going to keep the depth at 5%, and I'm going to do one pass for now and see what that gives me. Now I'm not going to press start until I have the material in place and ready to go. So to position the material, you just put it in the center like this as best as you can, and then you need to lower this until the plastic touches it, and that's 110 millimeters from the surface of your part that you're going to work on to the edge. It needs to be 110 millimeters. So this cone is also 110 millimeters. So what I'm going to do is bring this down until it touches it. So that's nice and snug. It's kind of hard to work on the small piece and keep it in the center, but something like that. Now I'm going to press start. It's telling me to confirm that it's 110 millimeters, which we just did. And then it says, please verify that the laser workplace is secure, always wear protective goggles, and install protective cover. So we're going to hit yes, and you see it off and running. It's actually surprisingly how fast it's working. And then you can also see that it's 50-60% right now, 65% done. It gives you the timer that is 30 seconds done. And I don't recommend doing this inside all the time because I can already start to smell the fumes of the wood. So especially if you're going to be burning material or other stuff, I recommend that it's in a place where you're not going to be breathing this all the time. So probably in your garage or somewhere like that. But after it's done, this is what the screen looks like. And that's it. You can either repeat if you have multiple parts, or hit back and it takes you to the main screen. And here's what it looks like. Not bad. I would want it maybe a little darker. So I'd have to play with the settings to see what it would look like darker. But this is really cool, very good quality. I can feel the depth change a little bit, even at 5%. So I don't know, to make it darker, probably I would need a second pass maybe. So as you saw, it took very fast time to do this. So really cool device. One thing I forgot to show, that you can select resolution as well. And you can select a preview. So if I hit preview, it's gonna give me a warning. I'll say yes. As you can see, it gives me a little box that I can adjust this to make sure that it's in the center, like that roughly. Let's move it right here. You can also adjust the brightness of the laser, and then you can actually control the height of it too, which is really cool because I can position it where I want it and kind of clamp it. And then we quit preview and then we hit next. Let's try 2 passes this time. 5%, 100. Let's select this back to wood. Confirm, start. Yes. And here it goes. Okay, so with 2 passes, it does look a lot darker. And as you can see with the preview, it's more centered compared to the first one that I did. It still did fairly fast. It did it in about 1 minute and 16 seconds. And I did notice a lot more fumes coming out the back because it was obviously burning a lot more wood. So, but yeah, very cool.